Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first round of the playoffs in the 2009 season. Upper St. Clair Panthers versus Kiski area. We're coming in with a 15-2-1 record. Kiski has 12-5-1. They're Section 1 second place team. We're Section 5 second place team. We'll go through the starting lineup again. A few changes from end of season grouping, and we'll pick them up as we go. Scott Matthews goes back to goal. Defense across the back, Alex Ponlight, David Steen, Mike Worthy, and Stephen Mackey. In the midfield is Shea Kumar, Joe Rust, Joe Palladino, Phil Dormish, and up front we've got Carson Lachelle with Jimmy Belak. So a little bit of a change of pace here. And Kiski will have the ball first. Panthers strong defensively. Carry that through here and hope we can convert some goals into that. Kiski takes the ball. Joe Rust drops all the way back. Scott Matthews with a touch. Up the center, Palladino. Palladino steps on the ball. And Kiski will turn it into an attack. Little drop over the top. Ponlight has to send it out of bounds in a defensive play. And we've got the first throw in deep in at Panther zone. Joe Rust sends it out of bounds. Oh, saved. Shea Kumar, ball spun up. And drops it forward to Carson Lachelle. Senior laden lineup. Couple of sophomores in the back. And Ponlight will take the throw for the Panthers. Drops it back to Steen. All the way across the back to Mackey. Joe Rust touches to Phil Dormish, and it's back to Mike Worthy. Mike Worthy to Steen. Steen finds Ponlight with room. Inside give and go. Too far for the return pass from Kumar to Ponlight, and it'll be a throw in by Kiski. A little bit of feeling out process probably by both teams here. Neither one sees each other very much, being in different sections. But this is one and you're out. Belak finds Lachelle. Tries to chip it ahead to Kumar. Goes out of bounds. Shea Kumar sends Lachelle to the corner. Ball out of bounds. Deep throw in St. Clair. And an offensive chance on a set play. Jimmy Belak will be the designated thrower. Looks deep into the box. Big throw. Lots of navy blue shirts in the middle. Kiski area cover in the front of the net. Dormish sends it out of bounds, and it'll be a deep throw from hard coming left to right. So Panthers are going into the win for the first half here. Not only it's picking up. Alex Ponlight drops into Joe Palladino. Finds Belak on the play. Stayed on side, couldn't handle the ball, out across the sidelines. And a deep throw in by Kiski area. Panthers, good ball control, started them on an attack. Palladino had a nice feed, looking for Belak. Hard run through. Midfielders playing it back. Steen goes back to Matthews. Matthews looks outside to Mackey, but goes up through the center of the field. And Kiski comes back on the attack. Offside call. 25-yard line. Didn't have a second defender, counting the goalkeeper in between he and the goal. And the Panthers will take it out. Worthy starts it. They're bringing it up to 25, like where it was at. David Steen will start the play. To Russ, back to Steen, look outside, Ponlight's here. Pond Light has Carson Lachelle. Ball staying right on that line. Checks back. Looks to center the ball. Shea Kumar tries to take a shot. Pond Light goes inside. And Worthy heads it down. Stephen Mackey sends it to Russ. Back to Mike Worthy. Needs to bring it all the way across. Pond Light has space. Again, finds that man on the sidelines. David Steen sends it to him. Back to him. Trying to spread Kiski area out across the field. Hard tackle. Steen's caught out of position. Joe Russ covers back. And another foul, number 13. He's Brandon Jenkins playing hard up front, but there's been a couple of significant fouls that he's just, again, late on the play, using a lot of arms. See if that keeps up. He's active up front. Pass right to Jenkins from Worthy. Jenkins brings it back, has a runner coming down the hash marks, taken down by Joe Palladino. Again, these guys, they feel that little touch on the foot, and they're going to go down to take the foul call. Dangerous position on the hash marks, 25-yard line. Kiski area going in. Matthews is setting up a wall. Three-man wall. Being moved back to about the 15-yard line, giving him 10 yards of space. Kiski will take the kick. Launches it through the goalpost. And 10 minutes in, scoreless 0-0 tie. Upper St. Clair and Kiski area in this first round of the playoffs. Again, nothing overwhelming here. Panthers trying to connect. Matthews will take his kick from the 6. Help at the 40. Palladino goes into the play, gets knocked down, and a foul called. Ball fed in. Jenkins will take the throw. Looks like a lot of the plays are going to go through Jenkins. He's making a hard run, putting pressure on Steen. Drops out the Pond Light. Lachelle finds Kumar on the wing. And taken away. Pond Light tracks back. Jenkins on his back. Steps around. Pond Light. Hard work on the hold. It's going to be a foul on Alex Pond Light. Jenkins could be the dangerous player on this team. He's active. And designated striker Shane Haw takes the kick from their 40 on the attacking side. Short. Joe Palladino takes it, sends long. Sends Lachelle on the chase. Ball may check up. Goalkeeper has to come to the top of the box and gathers it in. With the gusting wind, that could be a good play coming up for a change of transition there. Kiski brings the ball down. Panthers take control. Pass to Jenkins. A lot of errant passes here in the last couple of minutes. We got to control that. Feed going in long. Worthy heads it back out. Kiski content to try a little bit of an over-the-top ball. Crashes in the center, and Stephen Mackey comes all the way from the outside and helps clean up the back. Lachelle tracks it down. Tries to find Belak on the run. And ball dropped in the middle of the hash marks for Kiski. Goes outside for the feed. Looks for over top of Jenkins. Kumar bump from behind. And David Steen will take this free kick from the back. Cross center of the field. Mike Worthy looks forward. Palladino there. And has Dormish started his run. Forced out of bounds by Kiski area. It'll be a midfield throw in. Mackey throws it. Intercepted by Kiski, sends it back. Steen foots it down. Mackey comes all the way across the pond light. And pond light looks for Dormish on the outside wing. Heads it up nicely. Tries to look inside for Lachelle. Belak tracks it down, going through the hash marks. Checks up, takes the shot. Hits the crossbar on the football goalpost. Then again, a good take by Jimmy Belak at about the 25-yard line. Checked up, had some space. And we're 15 minutes into the first half. 0-0, Panthers and Kiski. Short kick to 45 from goal. Tries to bring it over the top, doesn't get there. It goes in the middle. Lachelle working hard. Kiski comes out of it, but Panthers gain control. Pondlight and Jenkins. Going to be a long day for both of them. Steen goes across to Worthy. Sends it up to Rust. Palladino finds Kumar on the wing. One-on-one. Taken away, and it's going to be a corner kick. Kiski sends it across the end line. Phil Dormish tracking up to take the corner. Target men Mike Worthy and David Steen and Jimmy Belak. Carson Lachelle. A lot of guys. And Joe Palladino. There's a lot of guys up front that have some height. Can scrap it around the goal. Dormish with the service. And Steen has the head on it, but sends it left past the left goal post. Line drive service from Phil Dormish gets in there. Steen has a header. Didn't get the right angle to drive it to net. Goes past the goal post. And keeper looking for a short from his 6. Doesn't make it to the 35. Dangerous play on Belak coming through, and Kiski will get the break. Active to the ball, Jimmy Belak was. Kiski will take their free kick from the 35-yard line, their side of the field. Drops inside. Pressure from Belak and Lachelle. Looking for that third guy to come through. Palladino is almost there. And Kiski goes long ball to try and control this game. Hard tackle, 4th call against Jenkins. Steen will take the kick at the 15-yard line. Drops it inside. Ball comes all the way back to Steen on a couple of missed touches. Pondlight gathers it. Joe Palladino looks outside. Stephen Mackey streaks up, and Dormish steps into that play. They had that defender going forward. The midfielder was out of position. Stalled the play. Gave him a chance to recover. Coming all the way across. Pondlight has the ball. Looks inside. Palladino touch. Where are they going to do a restart? Mackey double teamed. Ball brought in by Kiski. On the hash mark, Steen settles it down. Russ passes to Belak. Belak gains control. Can't get it through. Lachelle finds somebody. Kumar doesn't get there. Goalkeeper just bangs it out on a slide. It was a race to the ball between Kumar and the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper came out with his feet like a hockey goalie and just sent it out to the 18. Good chance. 22 minutes left in the first half. 0-0 scoreless. Miss hit. Belak tries to find Kumar. Steen checks the ball back. And Kiski area on the run. Jenkins on the outside. Takes a big loop and pass. Scott Matthews goes up. Gets bumped by the defender. Ponlight, good touch, looking for the give and go. Lachelle looks for him, can't get it in, off the foot of the defender. Good run, Alex Ponlight coming back from the defensive position, going up forward. Keeper clears the midfield. Dormish works. Double team. Lachelle, nice step through. Kiski comes out of it. Steps around Mackey. And Steen clears from the back. Lachelle has space. 2 on 4. Slide tackle by the midfielder. And long ball over the top. Scott Matthews grabs at the top of his box as we cross the midpoint of the first half. Mackey races to the ball. Ankles taken out. No call. Kiski has control going the other way. Stephen Mackey's down at the midfield. Clock whistled. Yellow card. Stephen Mackey sent out for dissent. Ben Walker goes in for the right defender. So at 20 minutes in the first half, yellow card to Steve Mackey. Ball thrown in by St. Clair, goes all the way back to Kiski, and they take control in their back end. Going long, ball's going to check up. These guys are not watching the wind or the kick on the turf here. And that ball looks like it's going to make it there, but it never does. Substitutes for St. Clair, Will Sullivan coming in, and Stephen Mackey. I'm sorry, Mark Mackey. No, Mark Mackey is in, and Pat Davis coming in. Let's set it up here now. It'll be Belak and Sullivan up front with Pat Davis playing an attacking mid. Mark Mackey comes in at the midfield position with Palladino, Rust, and in the back four, Ponlight, Steen, Worthy, and now Walker. Mark Mackey sends inside to Jim Belak. Belak looks outside, tried to feather through to Davis, going down the wing. Sullivan gets to the ball, tried to do the same thing. Kiski disrupts it. And ball drops back. Ben Walker finds Pat Davis. Davis finds Sullivan. Sullivan gets it to Davis, tries to send it across. Russ tracks it down, but Kiski comes out of there with the play. Again, long ball over the top, headed back, helped by David Steen. Again, that ball's never going to make it to the box without that help. Scott Matthews will take it from the top of the 18. High punt, crosses midfield. Pat Davis gets control on the second touch. Joe Russ sends outside. Alex Ponlight. Mark Mackey inside in the middle, finds Sullivan with room. Steps around the defender. Looks outside. Pat Davis needs to cross this ball. Send in the middle. Joe Palladino lofts it over the goalpost. Tried on the volley with his left foot. Lifted a little bit too high. Sailed over the football goalpost. And score remains 0-0. Balish will take this kick from his 6. He hasn't been clearing the 40, so he should be pinching in. Low liner, doesn't make it to the 35. Goes out of bounds at midfield. No touch by the Panthers. Should be our throw, and it, oh man, Kiski convinced him. Unbelievable. Kiski drops it in. They're going on the attack. Joe Palladino does clean up the midfield, taken down on the play. No call, no advantage. Palladino gets back up, makes the play. inside, 2 defenders. Couldn't get it to Will Sullivan. Pawn light on the outside. Again, St. Clair patient with the ball. But being exhorted to start stepping up the attack and putting the pressure up front. Tracks it all the way back to pawn light. Ball out of bounds. White throw in. St. Clair will take it. Matthew Haas steps in. Joe Palladino gets some relief and some rest. Pawn light will take the throw. Looks to Belak. A little bit of a flick. Gets it up to Will Sullivan. Sullivan one-on-one. Crosses across the hash marks. Gets it to Pat Davis. Walker will feed high. Ball's hanging up with the wind. Belak chests it down. Pawn light sends it forward. Matthew Haas. A little bit of a touch to delay the ball. Pawn light has it. Pawn light, nice chip back to himself. Tries to send Mackey to the corner. Mark Mackey does make the touch off the player. Should be a corner. Yes, nice play. Mark Mackey got good position. Just a little bit of a flick on the ball just to get that defender to touch it before it goes across the end line. Big chance here. Again, target players. Matthew Haas, Jim Belak, Mike Worthy pushed up. David Steen up. Pawn light's going to take the kick because Dormish is out. And this should be a sharp left-handed hook coming back to the players. Pat Davis going in on the goalkeeper. And a big chance here for the Panthers with 15 minutes left in the first half. Scoreless tie. Pawn light feeds all the way across. Jimmy Belak sends it down. Doesn't get it across to Steen. And we got a handball in the box. This will be a PK. At 14:39, Panthers get a PK on that second hit coming across on the header. Belak lines it up. Balish in goal, has to wait for the whistle. Belak drills it for a 1-0 lead for the Panthers on a PK. Everybody tracks back. 1-0 Panthers. 14:39 left in the first half on a PK by Jim Belak. Again, that ball was serviced in by pawn light. Head ball got inside, touched by the defender. Right on the spot. Referee calls a PK, and the Panthers are up 1-0. Ball headed down by Matthew Haas, sends it forward. Will Sullivan looks for help, sends outside to Walker. Drop back to Worthy, back to Walker. Out of bounds at midfield. Throw in Kiski. Drops it all the way over the top. Worthy has to send it down. Kiski comes inside. On the foul on Joe Rust. Dangerous spot of the field, 20-yard line. Kiski will take the free kick. Two-man wall. Gets through. Matthews saw it all the way. Gathers it in on 2 hops like an infielder. And he'll let everybody track back. Matthews at the top of the box. Punts to the 35-yard line. Rush drops it outside. Walker inside to Matthew Haas on the hash marks. Jenkins chasing back. Sends it back to Steen for a reset. Alex Ponlight has the ball. Gets right through the defender's legs. White ball. Out of bounds off of Kiski area. Phil Dormish comes in for Joe Rust. Coach Snyder trying to keep the midfield fresh here. A lot of rotation. 1-0 Panthers. Alex Ponlight takes the long throw off of the head of the defender. Return call. So that it changes the direction here. On a little bit of a tap by Will Sullivan. And they'll take the ball out from their end. Matthew Haas goes in, shoulders the ball forward. Belak tries to go up for the ball, misjudges. And Ben Walker comes hard from the back. Dormish sends it down. Belak tries to step in. Ponlight traps it. Passes to himself. Sends it forward. Finds Will Sullivan. That was a handball coming out. Ball hopped up. Will wasn't ready for it and it hit his hand. So 12 minutes left in the first half. Winding down. Jimmy Belak's PK has the Panthers ahead 1-0. With the wind flying. Ball gets over top of a lot of heads. Ponlight brings it down. Finds Will Sullivan. Good connection again. Sullivan looks for help. Kiski sends long. This is going to be, again, their recovery play is just send it long. Ponlight keeps it from going out of sight. The end line. Will Sullivan makes the turn against the double team. Drops it all the way back. Steen touches. Sends outside to Walker. Dormish with the touch. Inside from Walker. Matthew Haas steps through. Gets to the ball. Ball laid out there. Touches up. Matthew Haas runs through the ball. Forces the errant hit by Kiski and the ball goes out of bounds. Jonathan Walsh, after a long hiatus of injury time, comes into the play. Jimmy Belak gets a blow. So we can set it up real quick here again. Walsh and Sullivan up front. Pat Davis, Dormish, Mark Mackey, Matthew Hast in the mid. And we've got Alex Ponlight, Matthew Hast stepping through the hash marks. A lot of traffic through the middle. Ball checked back by Kiski. Walker on the service finds Kiski head. Matthew Hast, good position, heads the ball to Walker inside. Haas takes a touch, sends it out to the open man, Alex Ponlight. Ponlight goes down the middle, tracking the hash mark. Look for a give and go from Walsh. Again, left-footed long ball, trying to just loop it over the defense to try and make some action. Worthy steps out of it, does a quick overlap. Down the end line, going down, tracking down the sidelines. Walsh gets over, puts some pressure on the defender. He steps around them, moves up forward, drops the ball back. Matthew Haas outside, finds Alex Ponlight, sends Mark Mackey down the sidelines, services inside. Walsh tries to get position, drops it back to Dormish. Dormish has the take, looping over the top, and the goalkeeper gets to it. Quick start, tries to find his man. Again, with the short punts, he did a quick throw out. Ben Walker, nice quick step. Good tackle on the sidelines by Kiski, but the ball goes out of bounds. Walker with good anticipation gets to that ball and turns it on a quick transaction going back the other way. Eric Seach comes in for Jonathan Walsh. And Walker will take the throw in. Seach hit from behind on the forearm. And Panthers will take a free kick at about the 15-yard line on the football field, making it a dangerous chance. Alex Ponlight with the left foot. And again, we're tracking up 7 guys. 2, 4, 6. 6 guys with Ponlight as the shooter. Left-footed, waiting for the call. Drops the hand. Service is inside. Too far for Worthy. Goes out of bounds. And Balish will take the goal kick. Seven minutes and winding down. Panthers ahead 1-0. And Balish takes the kick. Still isn't reaching the 35 with the win. Headed forward by Matthew Haas. Tried to find Will Sullivan. Didn't make the connect. Walker brings it down. Haas touches. Pawnlight has the ball. Service called for Sullivan to move. Seach tracks up. Missed touch. Mackey saves it. Going to go across the end line, and it'll be a goal kick. Balish will take the kick again. Quick start short. Again, he's not kicking well as far as distance. Trying to look for an outlet. Ball goes out of bounds. Ben Walker will take the throw. Tries to find Sullivan, and Kiski will send it forward. Matthew Haas comes from behind. Mackey late on the play. Ball inside, 23, puts it in the net. Miscommunication, little chip back, 23. Austin Lang puts it in on Scott Matthews. A little bit of a breakdown in the back here again. Cost us a goal at this point. So it's 6:28 left in the first half. Kiski area comes through, ties the score on a goal by Lang. Panthers will set it back up, goes back to Worthy, comes outside, Alex Pawnlight. Directing traffic, steps up. Feathers in, nobody but Kiski in the area. And they're looking for Jenkins on a long ball again. Touches it off Pawnlight. Steen cleans up the back. Phil Dormish trying to dog the man. Steps around. Steen extends the leg. Deflects the pass. Mark Mackey definitely played that off the man. Nice hard defensive play. Deep throw by Alex Pawnlight. Pawnlight throws over the top. Sent back in by Kiski. Steen goes up. And call made on the defender coming under. David Steen will take the free kick at his 20-yard line. Sends across midfield. Looking for Belak. Haston chase. Touches the ball. Phil Dormish. Effort on the double team. Ball sent in on goal. Matthews scampers to the side of his net and gathers it in. Scott Matthews at the top of the box. Sends across midfield. Over top of Karsten Lachelle. Kiski sends it back out. Matthew Haas heads it back in. Dormish over to the side. Pat Davis tries to run through the ball. Alex Pawnlight comes hard through the ball. Nicely done. Mistouched by Lachelle. Sends it the other way, and Steen gathers it in. Pawnlight inside. Looking for Lachelle on a turn. Ball floating with the wind. Gets to the back line. Walker tries to send it out. Matthew Haas chests it down to himself. Looks forward, finds Lachelle. Dormish sends it over the top. Lachelle dogs a man. Hard slide tackle, gets the man late. No call. Pawnlight chased by Jenkins again. And Ashay Kumar coming in for Pat Davis. 3.5 left in the first half. Panthers 1, And Kiski area 1. Pawnlight takes the throw from midfield, finds Lachelle, plays it off the defender. Pawnlight comes under it, sends it out of bounds, and Kiski will take their throw on their defensive side. Matthew Haas hustles back, sends the ball out of bounds. Thrown inside. Worthy tracks it down. Finds Jimmy Belak. Outside to Kumar. Kumar connects on an overlap with Walker. Can't feather it through, but it's taken out of bounds. Foul call against Kiski, and the Panthers will take the kick. Going against the wind, this is going to hang up. Alex Pawnlight with a good leg should make it to the 18. We'll see what the wind does to this. It's gusting. And with 2.5 minutes left, we have a chance. Pawnlight, full leg into it, makes it to the 18. Belak heads it. Goalkeeper comes across, and Balish makes the save. Everybody tracks back. Balish clears midfield for the first time in this first half. Hard going up. Ben Walker takes the hit. Foul called against Kiski. And with 2 minutes and winding, we'll take the free kick. Worthy sends it inside. Matthew Haas with a touch. Steps around the defender. Sends to Alex Pawnlight. Pawnlight taken down on the play. Panthers will get the call with 1.5 minutes left. 20-yard line. Pawnlight will take it. 25. Two-man wall. Alex got that left-footed in-swinger. Nice chance here. 1.5 minutes left. Big hook. Belak has it. Goes up for a second goal of the game. Nice feed on a set play. Alex Pawnlight gets the foul call. Serves it in. Jimmy Belak heads it in again. Super shot.
Panther goal scored by Jimmy Belak, off an assist by Alex Pawnlight.
Can't tell how dangerous these set plays are, and again, the foul call at the 40 or at the 25-yard line set it up for the Panthers. A lot of big targets in there. Nice hook and left foot. Pawnlight serves it up. Belak puts it home. Panthers up 2-1. 1 minute winding. Steen heads it down. Heel kick by Kiski, and Steen recovers to send it out to midfield. Good sense of character by the Panthers. Steen went under the play, and it's a foul call by the man landing on him. David Steen was going for the ball. Jenkins was up high, landed on top of him, and the referee made the call for the Panthers. Panthers turning it around. Little touch by Walker to Kumar. 30 seconds and winding. David Steen tries to send it forward again. We want to play on the other end of the field here for the last 30 seconds. Nothing late. Belak inside. Dormish traps it down. We got a chance for a shot. Plays it hard off the defender. Ball goes up. 10-second countdown. Mark Mackey. Nice play to Kumar. Ball goes out of bounds hard. We're going to get a chance. Quick throw in. Referee whistles it down because of a second ball, because the ball boy didn't get there. 2-1. Panthers leading on a late goal by Jimmy Belak and on a PK by Jim Belak. On 2 goals by Jimmy Belak, 1 a PK, 1 a header off a service by Alex Pawnlight. Panthers playing still their strong defensive game. 1 goal, a little bit of a defensive miscommunication, but Panthers still ahead, 2-1. We'll set second half starting lineup. Scott Matthews tracks back to goal. On the defense, Stephen Mackey, who's had a yellow card in this game, back starting in the second half. Mike Worthy in the middle with David Steen. Alex Ponlight on the outside. In the mids, Joe Russ, Joe Palladino, Phil Dormish, and Ashay Kumar. And up front, Jimmy Belak and Karsten Lachelle. So this basically is the starting lineup that we saw in the first half. Panthers take the ball. Kiski heads it forward. Steve Mackey steps through after a long hiatus. And pressure up front by Karsten Lachelle forces a defensive play out of bounds. Phil Dormish takes a quick throw in. Mackey feeds it in. Goalkeeper comes out to the top of the box, and Balish will look for a push out. Panthers now traveling left to right with the wind. Ball dropped inside. Kiski sends Jenkins on the run. Mike Worthy shields the ball. Jenkins with a hard tackle. And in the first minute of play, Panthers will take a goal kick. Matthews setting it up on the 6-yard line. Chips it up to the 30-yard line out of bounds. And Kiski will take the throw in. Drops the ball over the top. Chested down. Ponlight takes it. Karsten Lachelle goes up. Jimmy Belak chips it to himself. Has open field. Checks back. Tries to look at Lachelle. Lachelle checked up at the hash marks. Didn't make a full run to the corner. Mackey tries to play off the volley. Mike Worthy missed touch out of bounds. Kiski will take it at the 40-yard line. Ball drops over. Mike Worthy plays it off the chest of the defender, chips it inside. Scott Matthews standing in his net, makes the save. Comes to the top of the box, takes the win with it, over top of the 40-yard line. Steve Mackey heads it down. Joe Palladino settles it down. Ponlight looks for the service. Dormish hung up. Mackey takes the ball inside. Joe Rust tries to force it through the middle. Good defensive anticipation by Kiski. Steps in front of Lachelle and takes it the other way. Rust on the hold. At midfield, Kiski will take the setup. And send the ball over the top. At the 18, Steen heads it up forward, headed back in by Kiski on the second ball. Ponlight taken down, and the ball chipped up. Scott Matthews right at the goal line makes the save. Matthews from his 18 sends it to 35. Belak goes up, gets called on the push. Coming out, Kiski. Two to 1 Panthers. Set into play by Kiski from the back. Ponlight makes a hard clear, sends it over the top. It's going to check up, won't get to the box. Defense has to send it out. Throw in for the Panthers, and Matthew Hass on the sidelines goes into the midfield. Joe Palladino coming out. That moves Joe Rust up into more of an attacking mid. Matthew Hass comes in as a defensive mid. Shows a target. Alex Ponlight goes over the top to Lachelle. Lachelle tries to get there. And it'll be a goal kick. Again, got to remember that Balish hasn't made it past the 30 on most of his goal kicks. Still gets it about to the 40 at this point. Belak measures it. Goes out of bounds. Kiski will take the throw. 5 minutes into the second half. thrown over the top. Alex Ponlight traps it down. Joe Russ comes through the ball. Hard hit. Right off of Carson Lachelle's chest. Back in the play. Russ finds Belak. Belak takes an angle, finds Kumar on the run down the wing. Kumar uses the body, pushes the man. Shea Kumar tried to check back and also used the man as a break. Call goes for Kiski deep in their zone. Haw takes the kick, sends it across midfield. Ponlight tracks it down, goes down the sidelines on the far side. Inside to Lachelle, overlap. Matthew Haas heads it forward. Mackey goes up also, sends it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for St. Clair. Quick start, a little too quick. Lachelle tries to hit Dormish. Mackey goes up hard, heads the ball forward. Dormish sends it back. Worthy will grab the ball. Worthy looks inside. Lachelle mistouches off his chest. And Kiski will take the throw from their 30-yard line. Mackey active again inside the Belak. Tracks it down to Matthew Haas. Looks outside. Good ball down to the corner. Kumar on the run. Works on the corner man. Ball goes out of bounds. Feed from Matthew Haas sends Kumar to the corner. It'll be a throw-in. Right, the flag went out of bounds. Jimmy Belak, long thrower. Big targets in the middle. Keeper comes out. Matthew Haas puts it in the net. Yes! Jimmy Belak throws it over. A little bit of interference by Shea Kumar. Matthew Haas finds the ball in at 33 minutes even. 3-1, the Panthers.
Off an assist by Jimmy Belak.
Okay, at 33 minutes, Panthers take the lead 3-1. 2 goals by Belak, 1 from Matthew Haas. Jimmy Belak getting an assist there. Ball still sitting in the net. And good active pressure. Brought the feed to get the throw in. Matthew Haas sent it to Kumar in the corner. Belak long throw over the top. Ball was loose. Johnny on the spot puts it in. Kiski takes the kick. Matthew Haas active, high. Joe Russ steps on the ball. Ball goes outside. Looked like it was an offside play. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Scott Matthews. 2-goal lead, starting to take a little bit of the wind out of the sails of this Kiski team, even though they've got 30 minutes left to play. Matthews takes a kick at his 6. Tried to help over by Matthew Haas. Russ gets hit in the face. And ball goes out of bounds. Kiski will take the throw. Drops it over the top. Alex Ponlight active on the wing. Panthers can take a defensive posture here, but still want to press the attack some. Joe Russ, time, space, tracks it down. Sends outside to Ponlight nicely. Ponlight, big service, looks for Lachelle. Carson Lachelle checks the ball back. Taken by the Kiski defender. Tracks up the sidelines. Hard tackle on the recovery by Carson Lachelle. Called for the foul. Kiski will take the free kick from their own 35. Ball sent over the top. Shea Kumar. Ball goes out of bounds off of Kiski, and it'll be a deep throw in by the Panthers. Alex Ponlight on the far side of the field, taking it from his defensive position. And the Panthers with a 3-1 lead with 10 minutes into the first half and 30 to go. Over the top, David Steen sends it off the back of the Kiski player. Alex Ponlight tracks the ball down, going down the wing. Lined up by two players, sent out of bounds, no call. Man, he got set up on the first one, stepped around the first check, and then got knocked out of bounds. Ball comes across all the way to Mackey. Looks inside, goes behind Rust. Defender comes out on the hash marks. Tries to feather it through. David Steen steps in. Steen to Mackey. Looks inside to Lachelle. Tough touch. Rust is there. Checks back on the ball. Gets it to Ponlight. Ponlight over the top. Again, good feed. Jimmy Belak onside. Tries to check the ball back to himself. Does. Like a magician. Gets it to Rust. Again, big day for Jimmy Belak here. Matthew Haas sends it back in on the attack. Mackey, shake and bake. Tries inside. Everybody was tracking forward to the goal. Ball goes behind him. Matthew Haas sets it up between the hash marks. Outside to Mackey. Mackey on the service. Goalkeeper goes up, sees the ball all the way, and makes the save. Takes his punt from the 18. Nicely brought down by Austin Lang. Lang was the goal scorer for Kiski. Russ steps in. Phil Dormy steps over the ball. Belak on a double team. Russ works hard. Matthew Hast inside. Good active pursuit by the Panthers. Ball goes out of bounds off of St. Clair, and it'll be a throw in at about the 40-yard line by the Kiski area. Matthew Haas finds the ball on the throw-in, sets it up for Dormish, checks up. Dormish comes back on the play, makes it. Mackey over the top. Lachelle elbows the ball down. Going out of bounds, and it'll be St. Clair with a quick throw-in at about the 30-yard line. Okay. Walker checks in, throws to Matthew Hash, chests the ball on the volley to Walker. Nicely done again. Nice, quick, two touches. Walker sends it in. Good plays there. Walker to Haas, back to Walker on a service, looking for Kumar and Belak going to the net. Good pressure by the Panthers. And with 28 minutes and winding, Panthers up 3-1. 2 goals by Jimmy Belak, an assist by Ponlight on the second one, and a goal by Matthew Haas with an assist to Jimmy Belak. Haas brings it down. Ball following Jimmy Belak today, sends it across to Stephen Mackey. Mackey looking for a service, sends it all the way across, finds him right on the foot of Kumar. Steps inside. Kumar takes a hard shot. Karsten Lachelle for his first goal of the year puts it in. Off the rebound. Again, kind of a mistouch by the goalkeeper, left it hanging out there. Man on the spot for this goal, Karsten Lachelle. That ball got set up by the midfield play. Send it out. Stephen Mackey has a set. Ball gets in there. And again, a couple of tic-tac-toe plays. Ball hanging out on the goalkeeper. 4-1 Panthers. 27 minutes left in the first half in this first round playoff against Kiski area. Change of putting Lachelle up front for some active pressure, and it pays off. Alex Ponlight inside to Joe Rust. Outside to Mackey. Steps around the forward. Serves it again. Jimmy Belak on the header. Sends it far to the left. Just misses the post. Good services. Mackey finding the measure on this wind, letting it carry over the top of the defense, and giving these forwards plenty of chance to get to the ball. From the 6, Matthew Hast heads it forward hard. Trapped by Kiski. Kumar steps in, and ball retraces. Walker comes back, helps out. David Steen finds the feet of Jimmy Belak. Played off a defender, should be a St. Clair throw-in. Belak goes long, sends Kumar to the corner. With the wind, he can do this. Ashay Kumar heals it. Belak hard, steps in. Jimmy Belak possessed today. Takes a shot through the goalpost of the football field. And again, with the win, a good take. Balish, goalkeeper here, shook up a little bit on his 4-1 situation. Just watching the balls fly by. Substitutions. Will Sullivan comes in up front. Jonathan Walsh again for the first time in the second half. Ben Walker steps in. Drops it outside to Mackey. Finds Walsh on a quick touch. Walker and Rust on an overlap. Walsh again. Ball goes out of bounds. Defensive play by Shane Haw. 15 minutes down in the second half. 4-1 Panthers. And Alex Ponlight tracks up for a corner kick. Target men, Hast, Walsh. Will Sullivan gets in the mix. Mike Worthy tracks up, and Ben Walker tracks in. Ball to the keeper. Shielded by Will Sullivan. Almost had a chance for turning it back. Alex Ponlight dances with the ball. Checks back with the left foot. Goalkeeper comes up and grabs the ball. All the white shirts track back behind the ball. Matthew Haas heads it to midfield, drops it in. Second touch, Walsh comes back to help out, makes a turn. Into Sullivan, sends it back to Mackey. Mackey to Rust, drops it back to Ponlight, sends it up to Kumar. Again, with Alex Ponlight seeing the whole field back there, he's finding the open man. Ball goes out of bounds. It's a corner kick off the defender. We thought 3-1, this Kiski area heads were hanging. Now they're down 4-1 with 23 minutes left in the game. Kumar does a quick touch too. Ponlight. Ponlight services left foot. Goalkeeper tries to get over top of Will Sullivan. Doesn't get there, and the ball gets cleared by Kiski. Kiski forward. Tries to go through people. Walker called on the hold. 2-2-3s. We'll see which one he's going to call it on, but it's definitely against Benny Walker coming out of there. Austin Lang, the goal scorer for Kiski, takes the free kick. Worthy comes high over the top. Walker on the step. What a body block by Austin Lang. And Stephen Mackey will take the free kick. Drops it in to Will Sullivan, checking back. Sullivan steps around the defender, goes through the hash marks. 1-on-3. Hold called on Will Sullivan. He was going 1-on-3 carrying the ball. I don't know how that happened, but Kiski will bring the ball back out. Drops it out. Flicked in. Matthew Haas hard up. Wins the ball, plays it off Kiski. Alex Ponlight sends it forward. Sullivan was tracking to it, got stepped in front of. Alex Ponlight, little guy over there battling on Jenkins, which we knew that battle was going on in the first half. Ball drops in. Pond Light checks up. And Walsh has the ball. Drops it outside the Pond Light. Pond Light finds Sullivan at the 40-yard line. Tries to do a spin move. Russ does a quick touch out to Pond Light. Steps around the defender. Looking for help. Drops it back to David Steen. Steen looks inside the Pond Light. All the way back to Mike Worthy. We can play keep away here as we pass the halfway mark in the second half. 4-1. Missed touch by Stephen Mackey. Does a grab, gets a call on the foul. And Kiski will take this free kick at the 40-yard line. Short drop, finds Lang. Lang services inside. Pond Light was there. Worthy heads it up forward. Russ misses. Sent back in by Kiski. Mackey goes up. Worthy goes up, gets elbowed, and the call will go for the Panthers. David Steen sets it up at the 10-yard line. 20 minutes left in the second half. 4-1 Panthers. 2 goals by Belak, 1 by Matthew Hast, and 1 by Karsten Lachelle. Okay, Walker, nice shoulder to shoulder, goes up hard, gets the call on the foul, but a good offensive effort. Tracks all the way over to Alex Pond Light on the free kick, steps around the defender, sends it to the 50-yard line, and it'll be a throw in for Kiski. Subs waiting on the sidelines here. Phil Dormish coming in for Joe Rust. Mark Mackey coming in for Shea Kumar. So the Panthers set up. Scott Matthews in goal. Worthy, Mackey, Walker, and Steen across the back. Matthew Hast in the mid. Dormish, Mark Mackey, and Alex Pond Light playing in the mid position, and we've got John Walsh and Will Sullivan up front. Dormish heads the ball up. Hard hit. Dormish got it in the mouth from the other player. Goes down on the call. Both guys went up hard. Number 11, Carrillo, holding his head. Dormish looked like he got the head in the mouth.
Gentlemen, I just received word that everything in the concession stand is now $1. Everything is $1. First come, first serve.
Okay. So with 19:19 left in the second half, score 4-1 Panthers. Everybody making a mad rush to the concession stand sale of $1 per piece. Phil Dormish coming off the field. And Joe Russ substituting in the midfield position. So on the Panther head, ball is sitting. David Steen will take the ball. Sends it over the top with the wind. Walker, just a little bit of a misjudge, skims off the top of his head. It's a deep throw in right at the flag. Kiski way deep in their own zone. And this is a lock in here. Ball goes up. Ben Walker battles hard. Mackey works hard. Matthew Hess tracks it all the way back to Worthy. Ball laid out there a little bit. Pond Light getting to it. Makes a little move on Jenkins. Jenkins tries to stay with him but can't. Matthew Hast on the Panther head. Sends it over to Mackey. Steve Mackey taking a look. Works his way through. Ball's coming back the other way. Headed by Worthy. Walker tracks it inside. Double team. Stephen Mackey gets back into play. Walker sends him on an overlap. Ball goes out of bounds. off of Haw. And the Panthers will take a throw in at the 10-yard line. A bevy of substitutes here. Garrett Genter comes in. Oh, we've got Eric Seach coming up front. David McCurry up front. So with 17 minutes left, Coach Schneider starting to send some substitutes into play to get some experience in this first-round playoff. Garrett Genter touches around the defense, finds David McCurry. Ball goes out of bounds. Deep throw in. Walker will take the throw. David McCurry hard, called on the foul. And Kiski will take it out from about the 10-yard line. 4-1 Panthers, 17 minutes and winding. Bally sends it up. Dormish goes up, back in the game. Walker touches neatly to himself. Defensive player comes inside. Matthew Haas dogs him down the sidelines. Garrett Genter steps up and makes the play. Austin Lang is goal scorer. Number 23 has been the active player for Kiski. Fed inside. Worthy missed touch. And Alex Ponlight, man on the spot, makes the intercept. David McCurry comes through. Couple of hard hits. Eric Seach with a step over. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in from the 25-yard line by Kiski area. A little bit of a step over. Austin Lang on the shot. Deflection off of Garrett Genter. Chased down by Scott Matthews. Saves it going out the end line for a corner, and he'll take his kick from the 18. Line drive to the 40-yard line over top of Dave McCurry. Eric Seach brings it down. Seach forces himself to the corner, tries to have a take, and it's a goal kick. Ball goes way wide right. 15 minutes and counting. Goal kick from the 6. Line drive over the top. Genter drops back to Mike Worthy. Jenkins pressuring. Dormish grabs it. Sends out to Walker. Walker plays it off the defender. Ball goes out of bounds at midfield. And Garrett Genter will take the throw. Drops it in. Ben Walker missed touch out of bounds at the Panther bench. Kiski gains 5 yards on the throw-in, drops it back. Lang wanted a quick start, but he had a substitute waiting to come in. Ball goes over the top. Misjudged by Benny Walker, but Mike Worthy cleans up the back, sends it forward. Matthew Haas, a little bit of a misjudge there. Worthy comes through to clean it up again. Seach on chase. David McCurry sends it behind Ben Walker, and it'll be a throw-in by Kiski. Ball drops inside. Matthew Haas takes it, has room over the Panther head. Drops all the way back to Ponlight, looking for a service. Inside, David McCurry sends to Matthew Haas. All the way outside to Garrett Genter. Genter has room. Service inside to Seach. Not much running off the ball like the other guys were doing with these new substitutes. These guys, once they see that read and that send, they should be on the move. Okay, everybody chases up to the 18 on this free kick at about the 40-yard line. Genter tracks back. Nobody pressuring from Kiski. Ponlight will take it just inside the 40-yard line on the football field. Playing like a corner kick. 7 guys, 7 white shirts on the 18. Looking for a scramble in front of the net. Service is there. Ball headed out by Kiski. Ponlight comes back to help cover up on the near side. Goes to the corner. A little bit of a circle touch. Bumped off the ball. Recovers. Ball goes out of bounds off of St. Clair. Kiski sending substitutes in. Ball dropped all the way back to the defense. Ben Walker active. Service chips over the top. Steen heads it forward. Dormish traps it down with his foot. Bumped off. Ball goes out of bounds off of Worthy at the Kiski bench. This will be a throw in at about the 30-yard line. Inside, Mike Worthy makes a stop. And ball disrupted. Scott Matthews comes out, makes the stop. Brings it out to the 18. Takes the win. Low line drive. Matthew Haas checks up. Mark Mackey looks for somebody on the inside. Ball dropped all the way back to the defense as the wind picks up. And Kiski's going against it, so the ball's getting knocked down. Pondlight traps it back, sends it to Scott Matthews. Takes his time, goes short to Garrett Genter. Genter sends it to Walker, standing on the sidelines. Genter finds David McCurry. Curry working, losing distance, but Panthers try to get the ball. Big long drive by Derek Whiten. Matthews picks it, or is going to pick it up. And we're just at the 10-minute mark left in the second half. 4-1 Panthers in this WPIAL first-round playoff. Eric Seach traps it down, gets the rebound off the player, steps around, ball goes out of bounds. Kiski sends it all the way into the stands. And we got Mike Pizzone coming in for Alex Pondlight. And we've got Pat Davis coming in for Ben Walker up front. So with 10 minutes left in the second half, Panthers lead 4-1. 2 goals by Jimmy Belak, 1 by Matthew Hast, and the 4th one by Karsten Lachelle. Dangerous play on Phil Dormish going the Kiski way. Kiski will take the send from their 20-yard line. Going into the win. Ball gets knocked down, doesn't make it to midfield. Checked back by Kiski. Sends it over the top, headed. Easy grab by Matthews, touches it with his feet. Forces Jenkins to come in on him, and he'll take the kick. Line drive this time with the wind, gets to the 35-yard line. Mark Mackey, David McCurry heels it back. Mackey inside to Seach. David McCurry throwing his body around. Mike Pizzone makes a touch. Bumps Jenkins off the ball. Drops it across for Garrett Genter. Genter inside to Seach. Seach, nice touch to Pat Davis. Pat Davis has McCurry tracing and Mark Mackey on the outside. Works hard. Checks the ball up at the sidelines and goes out of bounds. Who's throwing? It'll be a throw in deep in their defensive zone by Kiski. Number 10 subbing all the way across for the thrower. John Walsh coming in for Phil Dormish. And the Panthers at 8 minutes left in the second half enjoying a 4-1 lead over Kiski area. Throwing goes over the top. Mark Mackey battles for it. David McCurry comes out of there with it. Goes out of bounds again. At the 10-yard line, Kiski will take the throw. Drops it over. Inadvertent hand by Jenkins. Pizzone comes through with a forearm. catches a little bit of Jenkins and he goes down. And Kiski will take the kick at the 30-yard line. Loops it over. Walsh heads it forward. Drops inside. John Walsh again. Traps. David Steen sends it forward. Matthew Haas heads it. And a shot taken. It's in the net. Off the foot of Lang again. 2 goals for Austin Lang on, again, a little bit of a touchdown. He took that shot on the volley from the 30-yard line. Again, obviously the player for Kiski area is Austin Lang. Brings the score to 4-2 at 7 minutes left, 7.5 minutes left in the second half. Was the first sign of life for Kiski in his whole second half, and it comes off kind of a nonchalant shot from Austin Lang from the 30-yard line. Panthers need to regroup here a little bit with the substitutes, settle it down. Ball goes out of bounds. Panthers throw in. Mike Pizzone looking the field over. Throws over the top. Eric Seach tracks. Gets through the defense. David McCurry comes to help. Ball goes out of bounds. Off of Kiski. It'll be St. Clair throw in at the 25-yard line. John Walsh up. Coach Snyder with these substitutions exhorting them to get behind the ball. Again, 2-goal lead. You don't want to let this squander here at the end. Kiski sending the ball forward, not making a connect. David McCurry steps inside, whacks it off the forward. He goes down in a heap. And clock stops with 6 minutes and 13 seconds. Man down, back up, going off the field is Zach Simons. Coming in for him is Nate Stolarski. So with 6 minutes and 13 seconds left, clock stop. Ball going to be a drop ball on the Panther head. David McCurry steps in. 4-2 Panthers leading. 2 goals by Lang. And the Panthers have answered with 2 goals by Jimmy Belak, 1 by Matthew Hastan, 1 by Carson Lachelle. Drop ball. David McCurry comes out of it scrambling. Drops it back. Matthew Haas sends it out to Garrett Genter. Genter up to Seach. Seach had McCurry running. Had to hold up to stay on sides. Ball lifted over the top by Lang. Steen clears forward. Ball out of control at midfield. Pizzone steps through. Taken down hard by Jenkins. Jenkins again will get a yellow card on this one. Yep. Plenty of fouls being held by Jenkins in the back. And he gets yellow carded with 5 minutes left in the second half. We won't see him the rest of the game. Okay, David Steen lines the ball up on the Panther head. Five guys for the Panthers tracking back here on 3. Defensive posture, making sure we hold this 2-goal lead. Sends it across to Genter. Austin Lang in chase. Walsh touches back to Genter. Lang again forcing it from behind on a cheap shot. Lang's the active player here, but he's starting to get again chippy also. Over the top. Headed forward. Matthews will have to come up to the top. Late call on the forearm from Pizzone. Dangerous position. 5 minutes left in the second half. 4-2 Panthers. Again, a set play on the 25-yard line. A lot of guys kind of unmarked in front of the net here too if this gets through. Lang takes that shot, hits the crossbar on the football goal post on a big swing, and Matthews will be able to take the kick at his 6. Scott Matthews will take the kick from his 6. Chips the ball to 40-yard line, helped out by Matthew Haas, but goes out of bounds. 4 minutes and winding. Panthers 4-2 score. Mike Pizzone in the corner. Centers the ball inside. Clears, the ball goes straight up. Wind's holding it. Seach undercuts the ball. David McCurry comes out and again sends the ball forward. Good play. Keep the ball coming forward. Play in the other end zone. Mark Mackey tries to send the ball down. Sends it out of bounds. Kiski gains 5 yards. A lot of chasing going on here. Panthers need to show composure and play positional. Chip shot over top. Pizzone shields, gets shoved out of bounds. Mike Pizzone gains the control of the ball, throws over the top, out of bounds, off of Kiski. Take another. Oh my goodness. They changed that call the other direction. Kiski taking a deep throw at the 20-yard line. 3 minutes and winding. 4-2 Panthers. Ball dropped over the top. Hits David Steen. Eric Seach on a big windmill kick sends it out past midfield. Dave McCurry and chase. Pat Davis has field. Everybody was pushing up for Kiski. Drops it outside. McCurry's onside. Checks it back. Chance for the shot and then passes it inside. An extra pass that David maybe probably taken as a shot. Matthew Hash chips it up forward to David McCurry. Again, we didn't need that goal, but it was nice to be insurance here at the end of the game. A little bit of a better feeling going home. Ball flicked forward. New forward coming in, number 30 for Kiski. McCurry waits for the ball. Headed inside. Walsh sends forward to nobody, but that's still a good play, keeping it on the other side of the field. Mark Mackey pressures up. Takes it to the sidelines. Played by the Kiski player right on the sidelines. Mackey sends it out of bounds. Minute and a half left. 4-2 Panthers. Throw in inside. Walsh comes over, drops it into Matthew Haas. Oh my goodness. Looked forward. Nobody was home. Foul called. Dangerous play, Kiski. Panthers will take the last kick here with a minute, winding down in the second half. Steen goes long, sends it into the offensive side of the field. McCurry comes up hard, and the foul called on Kiski over the top. Free kick, minute left in the second half. David Steen lines it up, Balish in goal. Steen will have the last chance on net. Chips it hard. Doesn't get past the defense. Davis checks the ball back. Battles in the corner. Everybody has to come back to recover. Worthy sends it over the top. Eric Seach and chase. Keeps it from going out of bounds on the end line. 2-on-1. Seach steps through it. Tracks down the end line, taken down. Oh, my God. Sent in by Mark Mackey. David McCurry tries a header, goes past the goal. And as the clock winds down to 0-0, the Panthers take a 4-2 victory in the first round of the playoffs over Kiski area. Looking for the winner of the Fox Chapel game. And this Panther pride will be continued for another day.